This is Rainy Day, and welcome to day 25 of Sudoku September. This one is called Dutch flatmates. It's got a different grid, which I think will make things quite interesting. So yeah, 1 to 9 in each square and octagonal cell showing an edge kind of the same digit. Each horizontal row and vertical column contains a non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. Okay. And Dutch flatmates. Every 5 in the grid must have a 1 directly above it or a 9 directly above it. Okay. Adjacent digits along an orange line must have a difference of at least 4. So let's start with those 3, I guess. That I think has to be 159, right? Because that would be the only way that works freely. Now, the Dutch flatmates rule says a 5 must have a 1 directly above it or a 9 directly below it. With the knowledge that this couldn't be a 9, if, say there was a 9 on there, it breaks, right? What this does mean is 5 cannot have a 9 directly above it. That's a 5, that's a 1. Also means it can't have a 1 directly below it. So if that's a 5, that has to be a 9. If this is a 5, then I don't think either of them can work, because 1 is there, and the other one, which I guess it could be, I could go there. I guess those two could be the same, right? Okay. It's also worth noting that it says that every horizontal row contains a non-repeating consecutive set of digits in any order. There's only 5 on here, which means that it can't have both a 1 or a 5. A 1 or 9. So there's definitely a 5 on there. That isn't a 5. Now if this was a 5, this would have to be a 1. This was a 5, that has to be a 1. Which I think means wherever there has to be 1 in one of those two. Doesn't potentially knock a 1 off here, but 5's here. That's a 1. That's a 9, that's a 1. Or 5, so that's not a 9. 1, 9. So that's not a 1 either. Okay. I think this is how it works. Tessellation properties. Okay. I think I'm sort of understanding how this one works. So, what else? Those must have like all nons. Aside from like these, I'm trying to figure out what else we could do here. Because they're either going to be 2, 3, 4, or it's going to be 6, 7, 8. I guess we could do parity things, right? So we'll do a red for one of them, which is going to be whatever the parity of this is going to have a red on. That's also going to be red. That's going to be blue. We can probably use the fact that we would have to know a lot of things about 5s to figure out where it would go on these, right? For example, 5 can't go here because it would require a 9 and a 1 on both sides, which, given if it does that, it would break this. So that can't be a 5. That could be a 5. So suppose this is like a 4 or a 6. I mean, it's not as restrictive as German whispers. But we know there's for definite a 1 in here. So say that's a 6, that has to be a 2, and then that can be anything. What would be restricted? Not really sure. Oh, in the scenario where this would be a 1 here, 5, 1, 9, 1, there's only 7 in here, so it breaks that, so it can't be. So that must be 1 instead. 1, 5, 9. So these are some combo of 6, 7, and 8. Which I think means this has to be 2, 3, or 4. Okay, now we know this goes up to 7, right? We know it goes up to 7. We know there is a 5, 6, 7, 8, but it can't. This one can't be 8. Now, that can't be 5 because of what we mentioned earlier, that if the only way 5 can work on like middle and horizontal with this 1 and 9 either side, and if it's 1 and 9 either side, then it would break this because say that's a 1, that's a 9, well this can't be either because of adjacency stuff. Now, this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I'm going to have definitely either a 6 or a 7 on there. And the other one's going to be either a 2 or a 3. 4 can only touch 8 or 9. Which I guess is actually something else interesting to know. This can't be a 4 because it would break. That's either 2 or 3. I guess I can highlight this as blue and this as red if it helps, but oh, this being red actually, if this was a 6 or a 7, it has to touch either 1 or 2 if it's a 6. And it can't do it on both sides. I mean, it could actually, but it's here, isn't it? Can't do it there. So that has to be either 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure. So that is either 6 or 7. Because I don't have any 5s in green. So the max this can be is 8. So the lowest that can be is a 4. Okay, that doesn't count. If this was a 5, then it actually would break. Same here, actually. That has to be a 5. So I know for definite there's a 5 somewhere on here. You know there's a 5 for somewhere definite on here, but it can't go there because of ray things. If 5 was there, 1 9 does work. 5 forks out as a 9, which could work. Oh wait, no, if this was a 5, well, that would be a 9. You actually can't have a 1 here. Well, like, this in theory does work. The 1 breaks the tessellation rule. So that can't be a 5. 5 here. Would 4009, I think it works. 5 there works. So does 5 there. 9 is forced in one of 2 places. 9 can't go there. So that's 6, 7, or 8. I can lay both of those in red. Oh yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not it. I can pair that, I guess. This definitely looks like it could have some symmetry thing, but I'm not 100% confident on it. But it does look like it could be the case with 2 5s there. But I don't think it would work. 5 here. Again, it's a bit harder to judge the ones that are on the middle. I guess I'll just highlight that as a blue, which, if there's only one red on here, the -5 can't go on here, forces that as a 5, which, actually, that's an interesting point. 5 can't go like the middle, so if we can't actually just go on 3s entirely, because it would require that like something was below it that doesn't fit. So no, those cannot have 5s on. So this must be all blue. So we can do that as in 2, 3, 4. We know for certain there's a 2 and a 3 on here. We just don't know why. That puts the red in 1, 2. But because we know whatever this is a red, and we know that 5 can't go here because of what we just discussed. 5 can't go there anyway. That being a red makes that a blue. So they're all blue. And makes that a red. Which places that as a 6 or a 7. And I think I will split it there.